Ladies and gentlemen, it is about time we start episode 5 of Gym T. And if you're looking at the screen, you know who this is. Currently 4th in the world, Mr. Kyron Holden. How is my boy doing? How are you, bro?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain. Just living life right now. Living life. How about yourself?
I'm good, bro. I appreciate you asking. I gotta say, dude, you look yoked right now, bro.
It's the lighting. No,
No, bro. You look huge, bro. You look ginormous. I just saw you, but damn, bro, you look jacked, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
How was your day, bro?
It's been kind of busy, but still good. Still a good day.
Thanks for taking the time out of your day for being on here. I know you guys are super busy, bro, so thank you big time.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited.
All right, bro, I want to get right into this. I got a lot of fan questions. I got a lot of questions myself. You recently placed 4th at the most competitive Mr. Olympia I have ever seen, dude. I mean, that show was stacked. How does it feel to be 4th in the world?
Obviously, going down like from my last 2 years or whatnot, it didn't feel the greatest, but I do think I brought a good package, like a great package. So it feels good to like go up there and like present it the way I wanted to. I think in previous years I placed better, but when I look back at the footage, I didn't present it the way I wanted it to. So this time nailing that, it feels good. It feels good. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, it was my favorite package to date, for sure. Like, for sure. I swear every time I see you, you get better, bro. What do you attribute that to?
I spoke about this a while ago. I do think that my bodybuilding career has like run a parallel line with my development as a person. So I think as I grow as a person, I just think my physique improves, my presentation improves, the way I express myself improves. So I just think it lends to each other, if that makes sense.
Yeah, bro, totally. Why do you think you placed where you did? I mean, like everyone knows, if you don't know, 2019 3rd place, 2020 3rd place, 2021 a very, very, very respectable finish in 4th place. Why do you think you dropped to placing?
I still haven't gotten like any official feedback from the judges. Me looking back at it, I'm still trying to like pinpoint why. I do think everyone came in like sharp. There was like some new guys like Aaron Banks came in like cooking. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's no denying that. I think Brandon was on point. I even think Diego showed up better than he has ever in the past. So like, I think people just kind of came in solid. I do think I could have like placed a little bit better, but it's up to the judges and what they want to see at that point in time, you know?
Right. You can only do as best as you can. Like you said, you brought the best package to date. You did your thing.
Yep. Absolutely.
I got to ask you, what was the biggest thing that you took away from this year's Mr. Olympia? Stepping back, you were a month out. What'd you learn from it? What's the biggest lesson?
The biggest lesson. Let's see. This is layered.
I'm excited. Take your time. I'd wait 10 minutes, bro.
I think for me, it's not to be so attached to like what I want the result to be. You know what I mean? Because that shit could like, it could break you. You know what I mean? It could break you. It could fuck with you a little bit. But like, so don't be so attached to that. Go in there wanting or like with the intention of doing the best and present it the best you can. Like, don't go in there thinking like, yo, I got to win this or it's over. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. 100%, bro. 100%. I love that routine, bro. That routine is new. That ain't your 2020 routine. That routine is new. What inspired you to hit it like that, bro?
I just think that I think in men's physique we are kind of limited on what poses we can do. But I think when you're kind of limited, it kind of gives you like, it makes you be a little bit more like creative. You know what I'm saying? Since we're so limited, that means we have to find ways to be creative with our posing, and that's in our transition. So I wanted to bring something that kind of show my personality, and like I wanted to make it a performance. You know what I'm saying? So I focused on like putting intention to my posing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, bro. It was an original Kyron Holden routine, bro. And by the way, those camo Chula, bro, were dope, dude. I feel like I see everyone wearing them. Tell me about those Chula camos, bro.
Because the first IGMs that we had, like we call like the IGM series or whatnot, like the first ones that I wore were at Legions, I think, and it was like mostly black, and then there was like one small side of camo on them.
Yeah,
I wanted something just like that, because those were kind of like my good luck charms. Every time I wore them, I won. So I wanted something that kind of like resembled those. So I just had her like mismatch the black parts and the camouflage parts, and it came out perfectly.
Dude, they were dope.
Was dope. So
Dope routine,
Worked
dope
out well.
shorts, dope style, bro. I got a fan question alert. This one's, I picked, my fans, dude, they put like, I just want to let you know, I have so many people, bro, on this channel that really dig who you are, bro. Not only in men's physique as you compete, but just who you are, the vibe you get off. But I have a fan question. Other than yourself, we're going to go back to the Mr. Olympia. You talked about Diogo Montenegro, one of your favorite physiques up there. Did you have someone other than yourself that you were like, damn, that guy's physique is nuts? Who do you like up there?
Let's see. I've always been a big fan of Raymond's physique. Like it's just one of those, like me coming up, always like I thought it was dope. Let's see who else brought like a sick package. Obviously Aaron Banks brought like a sick, undeniable package.
Right. What'd you think of Arya?
Arya came in fucking. He came in peeled hard. Like I think he definitely nailed his peak for sure.
Pop that, yeah. Okay, bro. I appreciate that. A lot of people want to know. Like I always talk about, and my fans, we always talk about our favorite physique. So it's cool to hear what you have to say about physiques around the world. I gotta ask you, bro. What's an ideal day for you? I know we all have ups and downs during our day, but what's an ideal day look like for Kyron Holden? If you could just repeat that and enjoy yourself.
Repeat that and enjoy myself, huh? Wake up around like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like not have like any stress on me. Just get up, be able to like go ground myself, like start the day off like at a good spot, good place. Eat some good food. Maybe I found myself the most at peace when I'm like driving around, just like playing good music. It's like a clear road, just driving around, I find myself the most at peace when I'm doing that. So if I can just go drive somewhere, like drive to a beach somewhere, like eat, have some good company with me, like that's an ideal day for me.
I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Big time, bro. Big time. Do you meditate?
I do.
How does that benefit you, bro?
I think me getting a hold of my mind the first thing in the morning, because our thoughts are like everywhere. Like we don't fucking like, we're not that much in control of them.
Right.
I do think like getting myself, like putting the reins on my thoughts first thing in the morning, I think it's very beneficial for me because that's one thing you can control. You can control like where your mind is at a certain point, that sets the tone for your day, sets the tone for like life basically. If you can just kind of get a hold of your mind and get a hold on like what thoughts you choose to follow through with.
Can I ask, bro, if you don't mind sharing, like what your setup looks like? How do you do it? Like, do you do it in your room? Do you do it outside? I see you sitting on the grass a lot. I imagine that's the ocean. Where do you meditate at, man?
Typically, I do go to my spot. It's Tegalote Shores. It's like it's a place. It's a bay basically. So it's a bay. There's some grass there. I like that spot because it has grass, and you can also see the sand. You can also see the beach and see the water as well. So I go there. Like for me, I inhale. Like diaphragmatic breathing. I put my tongue to the roof of my mouth. Like it's like closing the palate. It like connects energy in your body. So you are taking the oxygen. I'll usually have like a mantra that I like to breathe in. Depending on what I'm going through, if I'm going through something, I'm trying to like figure out what decisions to make. I try to like inhale clarity, hold it for 3 seconds, then I exhale. And when I exhale, I hold the breath out for 3 seconds as well. And I try to breathe out something that I don't want. So if it's clarity, I'm breathing in. Then it's confusion, I'm breathing out. If I'm getting ready for a show, then I'm inhaling victory, breathing out doubt. So it just kind of depends on what I'm like, whatever things I'm like dealing with that point in time. That'll be my mantra. But it's holding the breath in, hold it for 3 seconds, let it out for 3 seconds. And that kind of like expands your aura. You'll have a lot more clarity throughout the day once you do something like that. And I feel like it's been working for me because I can tell the days where I don't do it, like temperament is a little bit off, a little bit more irritated. Like I know it's something that works for me.
So you try to do it every day, and how long each time? How long do you need to sit there?
It just depends on like the feel. Like sometimes I'll do like something like chakra breathing, and it's something I learned in yoga class where like you kind of focus on each chakra point. So one is like at the base of your spine, that's your root chakra. You kind of move up. So some days I'll time myself by going through all those chakras, and then other days I'll just sit there and I'll hold that mantra for as long as I want to. Like whenever I feel like good enough to let the breath go, then I'll stop. But at least 10 minutes.
I think everyone needs to meditate, and I don't. So I'm not acting like I do. I think everyone needs to get into it, man. Like you just said, a lot of benefits. My father, before he passed of cancer, he was meditating all the time. And I think it led to him being, like you said, in a better space, man, in his head. And that's everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just like it. And I think a lot of people kind of have a misconception of what meditation is, like clearing up. It's not to like declare your thoughts, and if you have a hard time like controlling the thoughts from coming in, there's not just one way. Sometimes you can do a meditation just to be aware of your body, where you can kind of like put your attention in different parts of your body and just see what you feel, see what happens. And even if you try to hold the mantra, like just because you're trying to hold the mantra and it kind of like it wanders off, like take that time to realize or process how your mind like wanders off. If that makes sense. Like when you start to think about something different, like pay attention to what your mind does when it's detaching itself from what you're doing and going somewhere else.
Right. I feel like it's a constant battle.
There's different forms of meditation. So like people shouldn't get like too caught up in like trying to clear their mind. Like there's different forms of like doing it. And I think they're all important because it's like keeping your attention and keeping your mind in one spot and not everywhere.
How long you've been doing it?
I think doing it like consistently, it's been about like 2 years now. Oh,
okay, bro. Damn, I need to get into it, bro. You're going to inspire me to do it, bro.
And 2 years, like when I say consistently, there's definitely some days I miss. I don't get to do it every day. And sometimes like I do see the effects of when I don't do it, but like 2 years, like being aware of it and being constantly trying to go and meditate.
It's dope, bro. I had to ask that, bro. That was my question. Bro,
do
you believe in a higher power?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you mind sharing your thoughts on that, man? On that subject?
I do believe there's a Sorry about that.
You good?
I don't classify my higher power as a God. I do think that there's a connective force that connects us all. I think and I just call it a source. I mean, it's a source that's trying to identify itself and is using all our experiences to identify itself. And that's and I do think it's not to sound like corny or cliche, like it is love, because like love is basically like is the driving force that makes us all interact with one another. You know what I mean? And help, even if you don't think you're helping someone, just by interacting with them, it's teaching everyone something. When we interact this way, we're not saying we love each other, but like I'm giving you experiences, you're giving me experiences, and like that is helping us both grow. And I think there's something in us that makes us do that intuitively, and I think that's what love is. So I think that's what the higher power is. It's that source, is that like that force that keeps us moving, growing, and interacting with one another.
I love that, bro.
And experiencing things.
I dig that. I got something to read from it. You posted this on your story. This was just it was a description. You had put something on your story. Sometimes I check out your story and you got some really cool stuff on there. I'm gonna read something to you, then I got a question for you.
Absolutely.
We have a choice of seeing occurrences in life as meaningful or not. Pleasant and unpleasant situations pass us by and affect us deeply, regardless of how we choose to interpret them. But we get to have a say in how we are affected. Should we imagine that the turmoils we undergo are for a purpose, chances to embody lessons so we may grow? We are more likely to turn every hardship into a stepping stone to evolution. Kyron Holden, how important is it that we all take time to ourselves and truly work on ourselves and truly work on our minds?
I think it's the most important thing that you can do. Just by when things happen, like obviously when things happen, we have a choice of how we choose to react to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think a lot of times we get so involved in like the details of things that we don't step back and maybe see if there's a pattern of things happening. Because like we do control like all the things that happen in our lives. So if you can like take a second to step back and kind of observe things, observe like reoccurring behaviors that you have, reoccurring behaviors that the people around you have, you can probably spot out a pattern that maybe needs to be broken or something that can be fixed. You know what I mean? So like I think it's the number one. If you're like looking to grow in this lifetime, I think that's definitely one of the most important things you could do.
Right. Yeah. What's the biggest difference between Kyron Holden 4 years ago opposed to now? How has your perspective changed with life or stayed the same?
I think a lot of it is recognizing my own patterns, or recognizing like a lot of things that need to change about myself. And actually taking that time to be with myself and learn about who I am and learn about how much I really affect the things that happen to me and happen around me.
Yeah.
And not, because sometimes like when you're just kind of growing up, you think a lot of the behavior that you have are just normal because maybe you just see them around, like you'll see them like how you grew up. You think it's normal. So you kind of lean into it. You just think that's who you are. And I think in the past 4 years, I've kind of learned this, like, it's not who I am. I think you can recreate yourself. These things that you undergo, like it's made for you to observe and like tweak and change and like transform those things.
Yeah. Most definitely, bro. What keeps you going, man? What drives? What is I got more? What does IGM mean?
Initially, when I came with that, it was more like when that saying first came about. I had just done nationals in Miami, and I had got third in USA. So then I tried to get my pro card in Miami, and then I got fourth place. And I think that was like a defining moment for me because it was like I thought I looked better than I did last year, but I got I thought I looked better at my previous showing, and I placed higher than I did this time. Kind of similar situation, but I think for me it was like, do I want to keep doing this? Like, am I going to keep doing this, or am I going to like give this up? And I think for me, it was my decision. The time where I made the decision, I'm going to keep going. Like whatever they need me to do, like whatever I have to do to like achieve this goal, I can do. I have more. Like this is not where I stop at. It's not the best I can look.
Yeah, bro.
Like this is not the most effort I can give.
I hear it a lot, bro. I got so many boys in my DMs that are for you that always send me the target and the flame, bro. Like you start shit, bro. Like you start movements, bro. Little movements you start.
I appreciate that.
It's dope, bro. And it's always like good energy. Be like, I want to hop on the movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, when'd you start bodybuilding? When'd you start lifting weights?
Lifting weights, I kind of always been off and on. Like I first started with boxing, so I was never like a weightlifter like that.
You're an athlete.
Then, I was in the Navy still, and I got stationed in Diego Garcia. It's like a small island in the middle of the Indian Ocean, like middle of nowhere. And that's when I started to like lift weights like heavy. Started to like take some supplements. I taking creatine, protein. Before I would never really touch any of that stuff. But like that's when I kind of got into it. Then I moved to San Diego. I was lifting, and then I kind of like stopped lifting and started to drink probably a little bit more. I was still in the Navy. I got a DUI while I was in the Navy still. And then that's when I really couldn't do much except go to work, come home. So like when I wanted to like go do something, I would just go to the gym, like put my uniform in my car and just drive to the gym. So I started to like go to the gym consistently. And I had a buddy who was like in the Navy with me, and he was already competing. He's also a pro, Marvin Moss. Like he was competing already. So I was like, you know what, I could probably do this. And I got approached at the gym a couple of times, and it was like, oh, do you compete? And I got it enough times that I was like, maybe I should do it. And like it was something that like at the time I was kind of like stagnant, so I felt like I should do something, just kind of like put myself out there. And I did, and I won that first show. So like that was back in 2015, I believe.
Damn, bro. I feel like your come up, even though it's been 6 years, I feel like your come up has been so quick, bro. Like super quick. If you look at a photo, because I look at old photos of you, bro. I mean, I'm sure you do too. I mean, even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, like you've gotten so much better, bro. It's nuts, dude. You know my favorite highlight of you, 2021, and no shame on my boy Raymond Edmonds, but this year at the Pittsburgh Pro, you took down 2019 the Mr. Olympia, the men's physique, Raymond Edmonds, bro. How was that experience, man? You looked very confident up there.
It was another one of those times where like after I got off the Olympia stage, like I kind of wanted to take a longer break. And then I kind of like got the word to like maybe I should do Pittsburgh. And I was like, I didn't want to hop back on prep, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And so and then once I made a decision, like it kind of like energized me. Once I made the decision to do it when I didn't want to do it. Yeah. So like as I was going through it, just kind of like built my confidence like more and more. And I was like, hey, I'm going into a situation where it's like, if I lose, it's his town, you know what I mean? But like, I'm definitely not going there to lose, but I'm gonna give it my all. So it was a win-win situation for me. I felt like.
When you were up there with Banks and he was getting third, he was right next to you. How was that being next to him? Were you like, damn, this rookie is the real deal? Like when I sat back and I watched the comparisons, man, like his stage presence and also his back is like undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Like when I seen that, I was like, he's gonna be a problem for sure. Right, bro? Crazy. Let's snap to the present, bro. You did something historic the other day. I don't know if it's a record or not. I mean, I feel like it is, especially in the men's physique division. You competed in the border states down in San Diego, won that show. You drove 9 hours to my hometown, Reno, Nevada, bro, and I actually got to meet you. You won that show, defeating an 8th place Olympian, Arya Safai, a very talented men's physique athlete, bro. That was crazy, bro. And now it's all over. Looking back, how's it feel? You're qualified for the 2022 Mr. Olympia. It's still something I'm kind of processing, I guess, but like, again, a recurring theme in my life, like once you like make a decision to do something that you know is like difficult, like it's not the easy thing to do, like once you make the choice to do the hard thing, I feel like the universe does support you. So like I didn't want like after I finished the show, like, you know, I could just chill, relax, but someone was nagging at me. I felt like I had to do it. Like it was something that was like, it wasn't like outrageous. It wasn't like impossible. It didn't seem impossible. It was like, it's gonna be hard to do, but I can probably pull this off. And once I made a decision again, like it energized me.
And I had a good support system as well. Like kind of like helping me like get things done.
That's everything. I understand that. I got the same thing here, bro. It helps out a lot. It's awesome. It's the best thing ever. Any plans to compete in 2022 besides the O? I gotta ask, bro.
The Arnold is kind of like circulating in my mind a little bit, but like I still haven't made any concrete decisions yet. So still gonna like see how I feel the next couple of months and then make a decision then. But the only thing that's in my mind to do is the Arnold.
Okay.
Before the Olympia.
You're in a great spot, bro. You're in a beautiful, I feel like you're in a spot a lot of other dudes, I mean, almost every other dude around the league would love to be in. It's November 18th. You're completely qualified for the 22 Mr. Olympia, which is super sick. I gotta shout out though, Global Formulas, your supplement sponsor. During my prep, I took a lot of their products, bro.
Hey.
Global is off the chart, bro.
I feel like sometimes like being sponsored by them people, it kind of like diminishes your word. Like, oh, you just sponsored. Like they do make the most quality stuff. Like in the market. Like, I've taken other pre-workouts before. Like it's a big difference. Like I know I feel much better. Like the focus and all that stuff. Like
it's insane.
It's good stuff.
It's such good stuff. It's such good stuff. You know who you should make your own collection with? And I would love to buy some gears with the Iron Will, bro. You should have your own collection one day, bro.
Most def. I was working with them before, and I'm still like close with the people who had run it. Like they're dope people. So it may be something that's in the future for sure.
Can you do me one favor before we get out of here, bro?
I got you.
Can you tell DJ Pure I said what's up?
I got you.
Hopefully next time we come on here, we can get him on here with us.
Oh, for sure. I'll hit him up. Let him know. That'd be dope.
Dude, I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here with me today, dude. That's quick. That's quick, bro. I just had a few questions for you. I had some fan questions. I just wanted to reconnect with my boy again.
For sure. I think you asked some good questions. I feel like some people can like take some stuff from this. So it's dope.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you opening up about a lot of stuff, man. Appreciate you.
Most def.
Well, enjoy your day, boys. That ends episode 5 of Gym T with my guy, Kyron Holden.
Yes, sir.
How many times do you get to see an interview with Kyron Holden? I'm super grateful, very blessed. You're the man, bro. And I'll talk to you soon. I appreciate you, bro.
Of course, man. Take it easy, man. Have a good day. Good shit, man. Those are some solid questions. I think people can like take a lot from that.
Yeah, bro. I tried to talk about a little bit more than bodybuilding. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think that's like it's a perfect lane to do so because there's a lot you can talk about like the drama going on in men's physique, but like there's a lot more to be like gained from like people. There's a lot of dope people in the sport who have like a lot of like good mindsets. There's a lot to be gained from it.
And people could really benefit. I just got a DM from someone, and it was just saying like, "Hey, man, your next interview, can you please ask a pro how you deal with like negative thoughts and stuff?" And so we kind of did bounce around with that. So it's just cool. I feel like we're really helping people too when we talk about that stuff.
For sure, most definitely, because it's something you can't get away from. Like the thoughts aren't ours, but you're always gonna get negative thoughts, and you have to kind of like learn to counter that. And it's not so much like trying to fight that shit, but just think about some positive shit.
Yeah,
it's something that works for sure.
Bro, I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon, homie. Enjoy your day.
All right, man. You too.
Thank you.